I think it's not far away from your smartness or your intelligence. But the point here that I also noticed this with him and with slightly other people. Yes, you can be smart, but I think achieving uh, the top mark um, comes in a way that you actually need to get out or organize the thoughts in your mind, although you understand the thing, but people does not judge your intelligence or your answers unless you really put your intelligence or your answer reflect the intelligence. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so excellent. Yes. Okay. Leo,
Yes.
I think if you need to think, move to the next question. It's enough that you already read whatever required. Move to the next, and I mean, let's your mind keep going. I'm sure when you read something, when you read a question, you don't have an immediate answer for that. If you don't have an immediate answer, just move to the next, and then your mind actually will keep working on finding some good text to write. Okay. I think we didn't talk about that before in the classes, but from the neuroscience perspective, when you there is actually different parts of your brain that you have, and you are able to activate some parts of your brain that can actually work in simultaneous. So the working memories that you use at the moment to be able to solve problems actually can really help you now when you are focusing. And another part, you are able to trigger it by reading all the questions at once. So when you enter an exam, but of course that doesn't work if you are not sleeping well and you are tension, or if you are relaxed, you're able to trigger that mode. So you read all the questions at once without solving them, and then you start answering one by one, and you will find the answers for different part of the question that you are not answering at the moment keep rushing to your mind. So that is actually kind of a technique that is actually being taught in neuroscience.
Yeah, that's about as much as I can answer.
Okay. Okay. And then I think there's still remaining questions.
Yes, the odometry sensor question.
Yeah. You know any types of odometry sensors? Do you know what is the meaning of IMU?
IMU.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm aware that it's like a type of also the LIDAR as well. Is it
Sorry again?
LIDAR LiDAR?
Yes, yes, it's one of the yes, it's well, visual in general, like cameras are able to actually tell the position somehow. Yes, but of course there is some limitations. So IMU, is it a chip that have multiple sensors that are able to tell um, the angular velocity, for example? It sometimes have an accelerometer inside.
Oh yeah, the IMU is like a combination of like multiple different sensors.
Sensors, yes.
It's a unit. Yeah.
Okay. And so what is the advantages and disadvantages for let's say wheel encoders? Do you know what is that?
A wheel encoder.
Mhm.
Oh
So
yes, yeah,
okay, so the wheel encoder is a device that it got attached to wheels,
yeah.
and
To
it
detect like
starts.
the speed. Yeah.
Yes, so it counts how many rotations have been done by the wheel, and based on fixed parameters, it's able to tell based on the rotation um, how much is the distance that this robot already moved. But of course, there is slippage. So if the wheel slip for somehow, so this estimation of the distance will be not accurate. And also, if the place that the robot is moving on is flat, so that's the perfect condition. But sometimes you will find that the places are not flat, and then the wheel will not be rotating always properly. So that will create some trouble. And also, there there is an error that will accumulate by time. So um, this kind of encoders will always need to be reset, because there will be an accumulated error that keep happening. Okay, so the IMU is actually one of the perfect ways to be able to detect the speed. Okay, but then what could be the disadvantage if you uh, would like to mention something? So IMU is sensitive to vibration. It does not provide absolute position data. Okay, and it is also prone to drift in measurements over time. So you have to also understand that this drift and accumulating error will always happen. with most of the sensors. So it will happen with the wheel encoders, and it will happen with the IMU. Okay. Let me see. If we're talking about visual, I would say visual is actually something good that we have, because typically you will have a camera that is loaded on top of the robot that will have other tasks. So yes, it's able to estimate the distance that you are moving, but the problem is there could be a smoke, there could be a debris, and there could be a lighting issues in the surrounding environment that will limit the camera from functioning properly, especially in this kind of distance estimating. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So now let me go through. I believe, okay, so that is, we already talked about it. This is correct. Okay, so I would say if you want to describe the SLAM, I would say there is 6 things that you need to talk about. So the 6 things that you should always start with as a titles, and then you can start describing under them. So first, data collection, and second, feature extraction, and then feature tracking, and then motion estimation, map building, localization. So data collection, you already know it. So you have a sensors as a camera leader, so you capture that data from the environment, and then you start to extract features by identifying landmarks and key features in the environment around you. And then if you go to the third thing or third step, feature tracking. So you start to make associations between different features and landmarks in the environment. Okay. And then the fourth thing, which is motion estimation, is that you start to estimate, or how to say, you estimate the robot own motion based on the sensor data. Okay. Map building, you start to build, you integrate all the features to build a map of the surrounding. Localization, which is use the robot, so you use the features that you have already tracked out or even extracted from all the different sensors to be able to know where is the robot in the current map or the local environment. We have to close and open again.
Okay.